Welcome to FNaFterthoughts, where I go over my Five Nights at Freddy's theories, and today we're going to be talking about Funko, because they're actually having a Funko Festival this month. It's going to be happening between January 19th and the 29th, and basically what's going to be happening is they're going to be going over a bunch of products that they'll be making soon, and some of them are going to be Five Nights at Freddy's ones. So today I'm just going to be going over what I think will happen, what we're going to get. So yeah, let's just start. There are basically three things that I think could happen during this thing. The first option is that we're just going to get some kind of mediocre stuff, like a couple mediocre things, like this Phantom Balloon Boy plushie. It's alright, it's not bad, but it's not perfect, and nobody really asked for it. I think one of the options is that we could get a few things like this, just a few random products that they'll be throwing at us. That's really not what I'm hoping for. What I would prefer is maybe some rad stuff, which brings me on to my next topic, which is that maybe we'll get a few cool things, just like, instead of a few mediocre things, maybe a few really cool things. So if this is the case, I think they will probably be security breach stuff, because this is the game that's coming out pretty soon, we're assuming. It's supposed to be early this year, and I'm sure if there are a few things, it will probably be for security breach. And what I'm hoping it will be, if it is security breach stuff, I'm hoping that it will be some statues, because I really love these things. The statues are some of the best FNAF merch in a while. They're super high quality, they're super accurate, and I'm really excited to see if they ever make any more statues in the future. Another reason is because there's no Glamrock Chica, no Montgomery Gator, and no Roxanne Wolf statues, so I think it would be super cool to have some more statues of them. So maybe like one more statue with just Montgomery Gator and Roxanne Wolf, because no one really cares about Glamrock Chica. We don't really need her as a statue, but I think that would be really cool. That's one of the options I think will happen. Even some other random security breach merch we could get. I think that's a possibility. I mean, I know we have, like, action figures and stuff of Montgomery Gator, Glamrock Chica, and Roxanne, but compared to the statues, the action figures are really not that good. Like, the whole wave of security breach merch isn't the best. But speaking of waves, that gives me a good transition onto our next segment, which would be that it's going to be a new wave of merch. This one is the one I'm personally hoping for the most, just because, first of all, I don't really think we can have a bad wave, because, like, we have had the black light and glow in the dark, which are pretty bad, but I don't think we can have those for the security breach ones. The reason for this is that the mystery minis are already black lights and glow in the dark mystery minis, so they can't really make a whole another wave of black light and glow in the dark, since we already have some. Which means that if it is a new wave of stuff, it all has to be new. They can't reuse stuff and just make it black light or glow in the dark. So that's what I'm going to be talking about now, which is what would it be? If you're looking at the background, you can tell I'm going to be talking about Help Wanted. A Help Wanted wave would be great. This is really what I want. I know a lot of people really want a Withered wave, but you'll see why in a second, why Help Wanted is a lot of a better option than the Withereds. So, if it is a Help Wanted wave, basically some of the characters are going to be obviously from the main game. There's Glitch Trap, also the plush babies, and then when we go into Curse of Dreadbear, there's obviously Dreadbear, Grim Foxy, the Plushkins, and Captain Foxy. But there's also characters in the main Help Wanted game that don't have merch, like the Withereds. Like we have Withered Chica, Withered Foxy, and Withered Freddy. We could give merch because Help Wanted has them in the game, and I think that's basically the reason I want a Help Wanted wave, not Withereds, because we still get the Withers anyway. That's what I'm assuming, at least. And then another thing they could do is, if they really wanted to, they could add characters that from a different wave of merch, or like from a different game if they wanted to, like Music Man or Scrap Trap, which I think would be really cool. They did that with the Twisted Ones wave, where they had some exclusives that weren't even from the Twisted Ones. So I think they could also do that with this wave, and I think that would be really cool, because Scrap Trap doesn't have any merch, and neither does Music Man. And there are also a few other characters that don't, and I think they could really get some new merch. That would be great. So this would be awesome. Glitch Trap doesn't have any merch. I would love for this to be the case. But I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen. We really don't. So I guess we'll just see soon, like on the 19th through 29th, we'll see what the new stuff is. But those are all of my FNaFterthoughts. If you want to subscribe, click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch some of my other videos, they're over here. And I'll see you when the festival happens and we finally get to see what the new merch is gonna be.